Hi students, good morning. Hope you all enjoying the classes. And one thing I tell you all frankly, my students, see we from the school, the staff and the management, we are doing our best for you all. We are doing our best to give you all the best education that others schools cannot give you all. Can you understand me? The school management is giving you all the best education, and we the staff. For example, me also, I am trying to do my duty in the best way, ma. But so far, I didn't tell you all. But now I'm telling you all, I'm not satisfied because the homeworks are not coming on time. Okay, if the homeworks are delayed, maybe one day, I have no problem. But I want the homeworks to be posted without fail, ma. You all are not posting the homeworks. See, that is not good on your part, my students. So take care, ma. Anyway, I don't want to hurt you all. You all know your responsibilities and your duties. So today we'll continue the class, ma, with 10th class English. 10th class English. So just take out your page number. See, in the previous class we had discussed about the topic, na. What is the topic? It was very interesting. The dear departed. The dear departed. Where we find characters like Amelia and Henry, how they were trying to steal their father, Amelia's father and Henry's grandfather's property, thinking that he is dead. Thinking that he is dead. Whether he was dead or not, we will see later on. And their daughter, Victoria, their daughter is Victoria, she can say she's a straightforward girl. And they were all dressed in black. Why? Because they thought their father expired. The father expired. Who's the father? Abel Meriwether expired. And they were mourning. They were mourning because their father expired upstairs. They were mourning. So to show the people they were mourning, and as a custom for Christians, they will wear full black. When anybody expires, they will wear full black. This is what happened here. So I told you all now, actually how they planned to bring the bureau down before the sister. Who the sister is? Before Elizabeth comes. Elizabeth and Ben Jordan are husband and wife. They are staying away. So they plan to bring the bureau down before Elizabeth and her husband comes there. Together the bureau, even we find here that Miss Slater brings the clock also down. Why? Because she feels this clock is better than the clock what she has. This is what we saw here. And then Victoria, she says, no, Dad, why are you bringing the bureau and the clock down? This belongs to Papa. Papa means grandfather. Are you trying to steal it? A young girl, she asks her parents who, a mother and father, why they are stealing a grandfather's property. This is right. What sense the girl has, the elders don't have, no? Why? Because they are trying to rob the property before the other sister and co-brother-in-law comes there. This is what happened we saw in the previous class, ma. Okay. Now just take out your page number 40, ma. Page number 40. Here we'll see what the young girl says, Victoria. Okay, she says, Victoria, that says day 8, ma. Day 8. So here we see, ma. So Victoria says, that's grandpa's clock. That means what now? That's grandpa's clock. Means that clock belongs to my grandfather. The clock belongs to my grandfather. So she at once said, Miss Slater, be quiet. It's ours now. So the mother said, no, be quiet. Don't open your mouth. Now it belongs to us. Come, Henry, lift your hand. So I said, no. Henry, she told her daughter to be quiet. Don't open your mouth. At present the clock is ours now and it belongs to us. And she told her husband, come, lift your hand. Henry and Miss Slater, very hot and flushed, in the hurry, stagger in with a pretty old-fashioned bureau containing a locked desk. So here, they in a hurry, the stagger means wobble. They wobble with a pretty old-fashioned bureau. Pretty means it's a good-looking old-fashioned, the old model bureau containing a locked desk. So it has a lock also desk. So they put it where the chest of drawers was. And straighten the ornaments. There is a knock on the door. The knocking is repeated. So while they brought the drawers down from upstairs and the clock together down, then they hear a knock. Somebody knocking the door. Okay, why? Because Miss Slater locked the door. Who locked the door? Miss Slater locked the front door. so that nobody will enter the house. Nobody will enter the house. So they hear the knocking first time, and again they hear the knocking the second time. Victoria ushers in Ben and Miss Jordan. So here Victoria ushers, she welcomes in Ben and Miss Jordan. Here comes now. Who comes now? Ben. Who's Ben now here? We see in the second character now. Who? Elizabeth and her husband. So Elizabeth is Amelia's sister and Ben is Henry's crew brother-in-law. Okay, ma'am. So it is Elizabeth's wife, Elizabeth's husband. Okay, wife and husband came. Ben and Elizabeth came together. Where they came to? They came to Miss Slater's house. Why? Because they got a telegram stating that their father Abel Meriwether expired. So they came to give the last. They came to give the last respects to their father and his father-in-law. So we'll see. The latter is a stout. So the other person is a stout, means strong person, fat person, complex woman with an irritating air of being always right. So the person who came now, the person who came now? What's her name? Okay, what's her name? You know, no? So she came there now, and she's what she is. She's a we can say she's identified like a stout means a fat person, complex woman with an irritating air of being always right. So she, whatever she says right is right. So she will not listen to anybody else. Whatever she wants, she will do. Okay, ma'am. So she is wearing an outfit of new mourning. So she's wearing an outfit. She's wearing a dress of new black. She's wearing a new black dress. New mourning means black. Mourning means black dress. So she's wearing a new black dress, ma'am. She's wearing a new black dress. Ben is also in complete new mourning. So a wife and husband who came there now to Miss Slater's house, their wife and husband, they are wearing a new dress of new mourning, but black dress, ma'am. He is rather a jolly little man. So the wife is very stout, complex woman, irritating face, but her husband is a jolly man. He is a friendly man, but at present trying to adapt himself to the regrettable occasion. Why here is quiet, is trying to be silent. Usually he is only laughing, commonly jokeable person. But today he is trying to keep himself calm. Why? Because his father-in-law expired. Miss Jordan sails into the room and solemnly goes straight to Miss Slater and kisses her. So Miss Jordan, she goes directly into the room and kisses her sister solemnly, gracefully kisses her sister straight to Miss Slater and kisses her. The men shake hands. Means the husbands, what happened? They shake hands, whereas the sisters kiss one another. But all are present. All are dressed in black. Why are they dressed in black? Because they are mourning. Miss Jordan, well, Amelia, and so he is gone at last. So Miss Jordan said, said, well, Amelia, so he is gone at last. So he is gone at last means finally he died. He expired. Finally he is gone. Who expired? Abel Meriwether. Their father. Finally he expired. He is gone. He is gone to a world which will not come back. He is gone to a world which will not come back. Will not return. So what meaning is? He is dead. Miss Slater, yes, he is gone. He was 72, a fortnight last Sunday. So fortnight every 15 days, ma'am. Every 15 days, we say every full moon and no moon. So how old is Abel Meriwether? He is 72, a fortnight last Sunday. Last Sunday means he was how old was he? He was 72 years old. She sniffs black a tear. So whatever she acts like as if she's crying. Who's crying? The daughter. Who daughter? Miss Slater. Ben cheaply means he laughs. No, Amelia, you mustn't give away. Don't worry. Don't cry. Don't feel about the past. Every person is born has to die. We will all have to go to die sometime or other. Don't worry. Don't cry. Don't think about the past. Everybody who was born has to die. Someday time comes now. Every living being born will grow and has to die. That is the nature. What ma? Every living being has to be is what now say born, grows and dies. So this is common. Don't worry about it. What happened is happened. Who says? Ben says. And now perhaps you will tell us about it. Now we want to know actually how we expired. How did Abel miss the father-in-law? How did he die? What was the reason? And what were the last words he spoke? They were in surprise now. Miss later, father had been merry this morning. So father had been merry means happy this morning. Who's our father? Abel Merriweather. This morning, means he always not present died. The same day. Morning he was happy. He was very happy. He went out soon after breakfast to pay his insurance. So morning he got up. He got up. He was very happy. He had his breakfast. He went to pay his insurance. Pays his insurance. Ben, my word, it's a good thing he did. So I said, no, very good. He paid the insurance. So after he died, no, they can claim the insurance. So he said, no, very good. The very good thing he did. So why? Now he says, no, they can claim his insurance. So because they are the daughters of him, the daughters will get the insurance paid by the father. See, here the word says they were happy. Miss Jordan, he always was thoughtful in that way. So Miss Jordan says, no, always he thought of keeping us happy after he dies, after he died. He was so honorable. So now they say he's a very honorable person. So they gave, see, the topic changed more. Topic will change here. See, now present they are praising the father. They are praising the father. What they are saying? Father is very honorable. Starting. See, finally what happens here. Now the daughters praise the father to be very honorable, to have gone without paying his premium. Okay, gone premium. Henry, and when I came in, I found him undressed. Sure enough, and snug in bed. So Henry said, no, when I came home, I found him undressed. Means he was in his common clothes, the clothes which we wear in the house, casuals. And he was sleeping in bed. Who said? Henry said, when Henry returned home, he saw his father-in-law in casual clothes, sleeping in the bed. And when we finished dinner, I thought I would take up a bit of something on a tray. So Miss Slater said, no, they finished the dinner. And now they wanted to take some food for the father, where the father was sleeping upstairs, no? So they wanted to give him some food upstairs. There, he was lying there for all the world as if he was asleep. So they thought the father was sleeping. He was sound asleep. This is what they thought. So I put the tray down on the bureau, correcting ourselves. So here they what happened? They hit the bureau. Because they brought the bureau down. Here again said, no, I put the food on the bureau. Now again she said, no, not the bureau, on the chest. Because the bureau is not there. The bureau is down already. On the chest of drawers. And went to wake him. A pause comes. He was quite cold. What do you mean cold, miss? He's gone. He expired. He died. This is what they said. A pause. They wiped their eyes and sniffed black tears. Black tears mean, donga edipu. So this is what they go on. Miss Slater, rising briskly at length, in a business-like tone, well, will you go up and look at him now, or shall we have tea? So Miss Slater, the daughter, says, no, will you go and see father dead in his bed now, or you will go see him later, after we have tea, So actually, commonly, any children, they will first go and see the father, and then they will discuss. They will see the dead person. But here they are discussing things like what happened, and here they said, no, you want to see him, oh, you want to have tea. Is this right, my students? This is totally wrong. And remember one word, I told you, no, they took him as honorable person. So Miss Jordan said, what do you say, Ben? So Miss Jordan asked her husband, Ben, what do I say? Ben, I am not particular. So Ben says, I am not particular to whatever happens here. Serving the table, well then, if the kettle is ready, kettle what na, they pour tea, no? The tea is poured, no? It's called a kettle. We may as well have tea first. So they said, no, first we'll have tea, then go upstairs and see the old man lying dead in the bed. This is what they said. Is this right, ma? Is it the duty of the daughter? Is it the responsibility of daughters and son-in-laws? Wrong. This is totally wrong. First, what they have to do? They have to pay respects to the person who is dead there, who is lying dead above. This is what the story goes on. Miss Slater puts the kettle on the fire and gets tea ready. So what happened? She puts the kettle on the fire to boil the tea and get it ready. This is what the two daughters and the son-in-law they did. So actually, this is not right. This is not right according to what I say. So first of all, they had to pay their respects to the father and then think of having tea. But here they did not want to go see the father. First of all, they wanted to have tea. And later on, then see the father. So this is what we have learned today, students, about the present future. Okay, ma? But remember one thing here, they call him honorable. But finally, we will this lesson will be very excited, very excited and very happy to the in the ending. You will see and how the father treats his daughters and son-in-laws, including his granddaughter and grandson. Okay, because here is the Abel Meriwether's daughters are Amelia and Elizabeth. His son-in-laws are Henry and Ben Jordan. His grandchildren are Victoria and Jimmy. So we will finally see what happens then. Okay, what happens in the next topic, my students. Okay, ma? And today, students, children, I think I have completed the topics all, ma. And today I just want you all to write the hard words, ma. Write the hard words twice, 2 times for the full lesson, ma. Full lesson. The part 1. Okay, write it twice and post your homeworks to me without fail. With neat handwriting, the date must be mentioned correctly, and I want the name of the lesson to be written clearly. This is what I want, and the writing must be neat. Okay, students, bye, take care.